Listen closely, because moments like this don't announce themselves twice. While most people are distracted by noise, headlines, and comfort, something quiet, but historic, is happening beneath the surface. Registered silver stockpiles are collapsing, millions of ounces gone, not in years, not in decades, in weeks. And history shows us one thing clearly. When the crowd finally notices, it's already too late. I want you to imagine this for a second. A calm bank lobby. Everything looks normal. Smiles, screens glowing. And then, one whisper turns into a line at the door. Not panic yet, just awareness. And awareness changes everything. That's where we are right now with silver. Years ago, I met a small business owner who didn't chase hype. He didn't jump from trend to trend. He quietly converted part of his savings into physical assets, silver included, when nobody cared. While others laughed, he learned. While others spent, he stored value. Today, he doesn't fear inflation, currency shocks, or uncertainty. Not because he's lucky, but because he was early. Silver has always rewarded patience and punished complacency. It's not just metal, it's discipline in physical form. Here's the first truth most people learn too late. Wealth isn't built in excitement, it's built in preparation. When registered silver drains, it's not just numbers on a report, it's a signal, like water pulling back before a wave. The people who understand this don't rush in panic. They move with calm confidence. Think about it. Every major life breakthrough follows the same pattern. Discomfort first, doubt second, action third, transformation last. Silver works the same way. I've seen ordinary people, teachers, engineers, small shop owners, use precious metals as a foundation, not a gamble. They didn't try to get rich overnight. They tried to get unbreakable. And over time, that mindset changed everything. Less stress, more options, more freedom to say no, more freedom to choose. Here's a simple rule the wealthy live by. If something is essential, limited, and undervalued, pay attention. Silver is essential to industry. Silver is physically limited. And silver, for long stretches of history, has been ignored until it isn't. Now let me ground this for you. This isn't about betting the house. It's about habits. Consistency beats intensity. Small, regular silver purchases, long-term thinking over short-term emotion, owning something real in a world built on promises. Every ounce becomes a vote for your future self. Another lesson I've learned from high achievers, they don't wait for permission. They act when clarity appears. And clarity doesn't shout, it whispers. Right now, the whisper is this: supply is tightening, confidence in systems is fragile, and tangible assets are being quietly removed from circulation. That's not fear, that's information. Here's your mindset shift. Stop asking, what if I'm wrong? Start asking, what if I'm early? Because being early feels lonely. Being late feels painful. The same people who once ignored silver will eventually chase it. They always do. But by then, premiums rise, availability drops, and regret sets in. Meanwhile, the prepared simply observe. Action doesn't require perfection, it requires intention. Educate yourself, own what you understand. Build slowly, steadily, and without noise. Silver isn't about predicting tomorrow. It's about protecting your next decade. And here's the truth. Most motivational speeches won't tell you. Financial freedom isn't flashy, it's quiet, it's sleeping well at night. It's knowing your work builds value instead of chasing survival. If this message resonated with you, it's because part of you already knows. Opportunities like this don't last forever. Awareness is the first step. Action is the second. So take that step. Stay informed, stay disciplined, stay ahead. If this inspired you, support the channel, like subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it before the crowd does. Because the future doesn't belong to the loud. It belongs to the prepared. Listen closely, because moments like this never arrive with sirens or flashing lights. They arrive quietly, almost politely, while the world is busy arguing about everything else. Right now, something deeply important is unfolding beneath the surface of the financial system, and most people won't recognize it until the window has already closed. Registered silver stockpiles are shrinking at a pace that history rarely records. Millions of ounces disappearing not because of rumors or theories, but because real demand is meeting real scarcity. Think about how rare that is in a world built on digital promises. Numbers can be printed, screens can be updated, confidence can be manufactured, but physical silver cannot be created on command. When it leaves the vault, it doesn't come back easily. That's what makes this moment different. That's what makes it powerful. This is how every major shift begins. Not with panic, but with awareness. A few people notice the imbalance. A few people connect the dots. While others scroll, consume, and stay comfortable, a small group pauses and asks better questions. Why is silver being drained now? Who is taking delivery? What happens when the system expects metal that no longer exists in sufficient quantity? History whispers the answer. When trust in paper systems weakens, value moves toward what is tangible, scarce, and proven over time. Silver has played this role for thousands of years, across empires, currencies, and crises. It has survived every financial experiment because it doesn't rely on belief, policy, or promises. Right now, silver isn't screaming for attention. It's doing something far more important. It's quietly signaling that preparation is replacing speculation, that long-term thinkers are moving before the crowd feels urgency. That smart money isn't waiting for headlines to turn dramatic, because by the time everyone agrees something matters, the opportunity has already changed shape. There was a time when I believed success was about speed, about being first to react, first to jump, first to chase whatever everyone else was talking about. Over time, experience teaches a different lesson. The people who build lasting wealth are rarely the loudest or the fastest. They are the ones who move with intention, guided by patterns that repeat across history. Silver is one of those patterns. It doesn't reward impatience. It rewards understanding. I remember speaking with an entrepreneur who lived through multiple market cycles, booms, crashes, recoveries. He told me something simple that never left me. He said the biggest mistake people make is assuming tomorrow will look like yesterday. When confidence is high, systems feel permanent. When trust is high, paper feels as solid as metal. But that illusion fades the moment stress enters the system. Silver teaches a mindset most people never develop. It teaches patience in a world addicted to instant results. It teaches discipline when others chase excitement. This is why serious investors don't see silver as a trade, but as an anchor. They don't ask how fast it will move. They ask how well it holds value when everything else is questioned. Think about the individuals who quietly changed their financial trajectory by owning real assets. Teachers who converted small monthly savings into physical silver instead of letting inflation erase their effort. Business owners who stored value outside fragile systems and gained the confidence to take smarter risks in their careers. These were not dramatic moves. They were calm, consistent decisions made without applause. The real transformation happens internally before it shows up financially. Owning something tangible changes how you think. It reduces fear. It sharpens patience. It replaces reactive thinking with strategic calm. When markets shake, panic belongs to those who depend entirely on promises. Stability belongs to those who planned ahead. This is where silver intersects with life achievement. Freedom doesn't come from chasing every opportunity. It comes from building a foundation strong enough to support opportunity when it arrives. Silver doesn't demand attention, but it commands respect from those who understand cycles, scarcity, and human behavior. It aligns you with a longer timeline, where short-term noise loses its power and decisions are made from clarity rather than pressure. Every meaningful change in life begins with a decision to act before certainty feels comfortable. The people who wait for perfect clarity often end up paying the highest price because clarity usually arrives after the opportunity has passed. Silver investing reflects this truth with precision. It rewards those who move during calm moments, not during headlines filled with urgency and fear. I've watched individuals transform their financial lives not through massive risks, but through small, repeatable actions. One investor I knew treated silver like a long-term habit rather than a prediction. Every month, regardless of price or sentiment, he converted a portion of his effort into something tangible. Over time, this simple discipline did more than build value. It built confidence. When markets shook, he didn't freeze or panic. He already owned something real. Silver becomes a mirror for mindset. It exposes impatience. It challenges emotional decision-making. It forces you to think beyond quick wins and instant validation. This is why people who succeed with silver often succeed in other areas of life. They understand that progress compounds quietly. They respect time as an ally rather than an enemy. There is a powerful metaphor in how silver moves through history. It disappears when trust breaks and reappears when stability returns. Those who hold it during the uncertain phase don't need to predict outcomes. They only need to recognize patterns. Scarcity followed by repricing. Doubt followed by recognition. Silence followed by attention. Action, in this context, doesn't mean recklessness. It means alignment. Learning before buying. Allocating without overexposing. Thinking in years while others think in days. Each ounce becomes a physical reminder that wealth is built through consistency, patience, and foresight. When silver is being removed from availability, it's not a call to panic. It's a reminder that opportunity favors preparation. The same principle applies to careers, relationships, and personal growth. Those who prepare quietly often step forward calmly when others are forced to react.